All right, everybody, and welcome back. So, this is part two of our camp kitchen. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you guys don't remember from the first video, we talked about seasonings, we talked about the Scala, we talked about propane, water storage. So, if you haven't seen that part of the video, go tune into part one. Check that out before you check out the rest of this part two video, because we're going to talk about everything from here back as far as our camp kitchen goes. A lot of exciting stuff. So, let's get right back down into it. Also, please don't forget, go down to our, scroll down to our product description on below, click on the link, and that'll take you to our Amazon storefront. That will show you all these products that we have for sale on Amazon. We do get paid, we get like a little commission out of it, but it does kind of help us support us as far as building the truck, buying gear, buying equipment, this, that, and the other. So if you can check it out, I really appreciate it. And then also check out all the cool products that we have, anything that we recommend, and this, that, and the other. But let's get back into it. All right, so we're going to talk about food storage. These are our plastic Rubbermaid containers. I definitely recommend something hard like this to where like it basically doesn't like fold or like collapse or anything like that. They can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to clean. Something that's just like a hard plastic like this with not a whole lot of grooves, I definitely recommend for food storage, especially if you have leftovers or anything like that. We'll try and do like maybe like a big meal, like a tri-tip, and then we can use that meat for the next couple days. So something to think about. Keep a couple of these around. Something else we recommend as well is it's always good to have some type of oil, especially if you're using a scuttle. Oil is essential. This is avocado oil. We might be transitioning, I think, to like an olive oil or grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil we found from cooking at home actually has a little bit of a higher smoking point, which is really good for the scuttle because that way you don't have to worry about it burning off as quickly. And then we keep that inside this little container here, which is actually been working out really good. I think we might even just keep using the same container. And then basically put it in this little canteen stainless steel coffee cup, which works really good if you want to make up like a quick little marinade or like a let's say you want to do like a butter, garlic, and then rosemary, thyme to mix on your bread or something like that. You can just throw it in here, throw it on the scuttle, melt it up real quick. Works really good. And again, also a catch for any of your oil that's leaking. Coffee cups. So some people will do water cup, coffee cup. I like to just drink out of the same thing because it just saves space, but that's just me. But when you do select your coffee cup, I would definitely recommend and do something that is a little bit easy to clean. Again, because camping, you don't have all the stuff as far as you might have at your home. So you got to try and keep things as simple as possible. So get a coffee cup that's like this, pretty simple, pretty standard, easy to clean, not a whole lot of little holes and grooves and stuff like that. So just make it easier on yourself. And then again, I drink 1 cup of coffee in here, and then I'll just start drinking water out here, and then it's one less cup I got to carry around. The little coffee kit we have is right here. I love using these Milwaukee bags. In case you haven't noticed, I got a couple of them in here. Typically, we actually just ran out of coffee this morning, but we'll keep some of our favorite coffee and a little Rubbermaid in here. And then we also keep a little bit of sugar, some cinnamon, and then we also keep the press for our jet boil in here, and then the little stand in case we need it, and then the press pin, whatever you call that thing. So this is kind of like a little makeshift coffee kit. We keep some little teas in here in our little Milwaukee tea storage. There's also some instant coffee in here as well. As far as plates and bowls go, we use plastic ones. So we got these, I think, from, I want to say REI, and they are super lightweight. They're also really easy to clean. So that's something else to keep in mind too, is seeing if you can like get plastic versus metal. Metals can be good, but it just depends because sometimes the metal plates can have like paint that like flakes off and stuff like that. You don't want to get that in your food versus plastic. You don't really got to worry about that. And then sometimes they're a little bit easier to clean. Also keep another spare stand for those Coleman green tanks. That way, in case we need to boil something, we have the option of doing that. And then this is the goodie stuff, all of our wonderful seasonings. This is really cool. This is a multi-spice little seasoning container. You got a bunch of different stuff in here: cayenne, garlic salt, black pepper, regular salt, paprika, curry. Um, Once you use something, you can even refill it, write it on a Sharpie if you want to with that. This is a good little starting spice. This is on our Amazon storefront too, if you guys want to check that out. But the newest addition, and something I am very proud of because I love cooking, is this little Biskier storage set. So basically, these are all stainless steel little seasonings. You can put whatever you want in there. It comes in this little case that keeps them all nice and together and tidy. Each one of these has a little, we'll take this one out real quick. This is salt. So you close it, and then it has, you bring out this amount of salt, or you can go bigger, or you can go even bigger. So you can put whatever salt you want in here. I like to mix it up a little bit. So I have some regular salt, some holy cow meat seasoning, just for, I like to have a good seasoning that I can just kind of just an all-in-one that you can put on everything. Some Lowry's Cajun seasoning, that's really good for when you do fish and stuff like that. An all-purpose gospel seasoning, and then some pepper in case you want to just keep it basic. So that is a cool little thing to have, nice and clean and organized. As you can imagine, having everything as clean and organized in here as you can makes it all the more better, makes it super efficient. We also keep a little hand warm towel, hot pad. Thank you, hot pad. Nicole's filming right here, so she's helping me out as well. So a little hot pad in case you got to grab anything that's hot. You never know. With the percolator, we used to use those quite a bit. We keep 2 burners in here at all times, just in case one of them doesn't work. We have a backup. Our little stand that I made at home, if you guys can see right here, that's one thing that we always keep in here. Our shop towels, which we talked about in last videos. Our last video, part 1. Some skewers in case you want to do marshmallows, because those are essential when you're camping. And then cutting boards. So there is a lot of different opinions on cutting boards. My thought process has always been, with camping, plastic is a little bit easier, especially when you're doing chicken or anything like that that might be like stinky, or you got to worry about salmonella or anything like that. Plastic is obviously really easy to clean. It's really durable, plus it's lightweight. So far I've been a big user of plastic. So we got a couple different cutting boards here, just for your different sizes of whatever you're cutting. They work really good. Plus they're easy to keep clean. I love wood cutting boards. I have wood cutting boards at home, but fortunately out here, plastic is a little bit easier to keep and maintain and everything like that. And now we are going to get into one of the most talked about discussions, I think, as far as after cooking, and that is cleaning the dishes. So we've tried a couple different ways for cleaning dishes. This has by far been one of the most efficient ways to clean dishes that we've been able to find. So let me just get a little set up here. We have our drying pad here. We have our collapsible trays right here. So these push down just like so. So that's one. I'll show you why we have 2 in just a second here. And then this basically becomes a system. So we're going to talk about the towels as well. So the concept here is you want to use less water. We're out camping. Sometimes we only have 5 to 10 gallons of water. Water does go quickly. So what you do is, let's say you have some dirty dishes, right? So you make a soap bin. So this first bin right here, if you guys can come over real close, this first bin will be your soap bin. You'll take your Camp Sud soap, put it in here, wash all your dishes in here, right? Then, after you're done washing, you'll come over here to the rinse bin. And you don't need a whole lot of water in here. You can just fill this up maybe to like halfway, maybe even down here. It just all depends on how much dishes you have and this, that, and the other. And then this will be your rinsing menu. So you're going to rinse all the soap off, everything else, and then you'll put it over here. And this will be your drying area. So the concept here is you don't, this way you're not having like your 5-gallon bucket over here and then constantly using water to wash off every single dish. You're basically leaving everything in here. You maybe use about a gallon of water, half gallon, just depends on how many dishes you have, this, that, and the other. But this is super efficient. So as far as dishwashing goes, we have not been able to find a better solution for dishwashing. So yeah, definitely recommend. These bins, again, you can get on the Amazon storefront. A drying station right here, something else you can get on there. These towels, these are I believe we got these from REI. REI. They actually got some really good stuff. You want to go in there and spend some money, trust me. Great stuff. But these are like a quick dry microfiber towels. You can't buy these on Amazon because, you know, REI doesn't sell their stuff on Amazon, but you can, huh?
You covered the tag with your finger when you showed it.
Oh, okay. But basically, these towels, I will put up see if I can find similar fast drying towels. These work really good. You can throw them out on the hood of your truck or hang them somewhere, and then they'll dry really fast, as opposed to your standardized towels with this type of material. These will take forever to dry. So I would definitely at least get 1 or 2 of these. That way you can dry your dishes. All right, so I got one more thing we're going to talk about. Also, these Husky bags, if you guys ever need some storage, work really good. Um, Emergency food storage. So this obviously is towards the back. One of the hardest things to get to, but that's why it's towards the back. But I hope to never have to use it. But one of those things, I'm glad I have it. So this is emergency food storage. So should something happen, we have emergency food that we can use. So in here, and I recommend this for everybody, we have some Mountain House meals, some, what have we got in here? Some breakfast skillets, stuff like that. All kinds of good little snacks and stuff to where we can at least last for a couple days and not have to worry about food. I definitely recommend carry some type of emergency food, MRE, something like that. That way you can have calories if you need them, if you run out of food and this, that, and the other. So yeah, that's our entire camp kitchen, everybody. This has been 4 years in the making now of just taking stuff out, adjusting stuff. It's been a blast. We've enjoyed making it. It constantly changes, but I do believe for truck bed camping, a similar setup just like this, I think works incredibly well. Again, if you have questions on anything, please feel free to ask. I'm always open to it. Again, check out the Amazon storefront. Go down to our description. There should be a link that'll take you to our Amazon storefront. This will be the camp kitchen selection, and then this will have just about everything that we talked about here today. Thank you again, always, for commenting, for subscribing. I appreciate everything you guys have done for us. And yeah, you guys are really what make the channel happen and what really just keep it going. So I thank you very much for that. You guys take care, and hopefully you guys have some good holidays coming up here. See ya.